Do you have a dealer principal, a general manager, or a sales manager that does not believe in the power of social media and they think it's child's play? Well, this week I'm going to give you 7 tips to make them a believer in social media. Hi, this is Paul Potratz, and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. You know, if I've heard it one time, I bet you I've heard it 1,000 times as far as from individuals that work for dealerships that they have a dealer principal or a sales manager that is not a social media believer. Well, it's your job to convince them that they need social media so you can start getting the benefit of social media that other dealers are. Well, I'm going to give you 7 tips of how you're going to make them a believer and you can get the benefit too. Tip number 1, Alexa.com. I want you to visit this website, and across the top you can actually search by country. So break it down for the United States and then pull it up, and guess who's number 2? Facebook. And I want you to focus on Facebook. We don't want to throw too much at the manager or the dealer principal, and Facebook is really the 1,000-pound gorilla you need to be working with right now. Break it down. You see the United States, Facebook, number 2, but then dive into the stats and see how old these individuals are that are on Facebook. They're not kids anymore. The next point, how long are they spending? They're spending a lot of time on Facebook. In fact, people are spending more time on Facebook than they do any other website in the country. So you've got that undivided attention there. So print this information out and just start kind of peppering it to the sales manager, the dealer principal. Print it out, put it on his desk. Print it out, put it on his desk. One piece of information at a time. Age demographic, how much time they spent, where the site's ranked. Tip number 2 is I want you to find 5 different dealerships that are using Facebook successfully. Now, I mean, as far as there's a difference. As far as a dealership, individuals at the dealership using Facebook successfully, like a dealer principal or a salesperson, and then the business page. What I want you to look for as far as comments. If it's a dealer principal that's doing Facebook and getting comments, they make a comment, or they write on their wall and they got 17 comments, 15 comments, or whatever. I want you to make a link of that, and I want you to email that over to that manager, dealer principal, and share on it. But I also want you to print it out and put it on their desk. One piece at a time. So we're doing like a drip marketing series to the individual to make them a believer, to put the doubt in their mind of why they're holding back. Tip number 3 is I want you to start doing some research. And Scott Monty, which is the social media director for Ford, he's written some articles here and there talking about where Ford has had success with social media and had success with Facebook and Twitter. But again, let's focus on Facebook. So find some articles Scott Monty has written and send it over to that dealer principal. Send them the link and then also print it out and put it on their desk. We want to make sure they're seeing this. Also do some homework and find some other individuals in the industry as far as the manufacturers and see where they're using social media, preferably Facebook, and again, link and print it out and give it to them. So now we're really starting to build some momentum. Now I want you to search outside the industry. Look at Zappos, look at Dell Computer, look at JetBlue, look at the different companies that are using social media successfully, and they're making a lot of money off of it. Dell would be a really good case study. They made like $15 million off of Twitter last year. So do the research and find out. And again, send the link, print it out, and give it to those individuals. The next thing I want you to do is sign up for Google Alerts. Just do a search, Google Alerts, and I want you to type in some different things that you are going to receive information on. Do things like auto dealer social media, automotive social media, dealership success stories social media, and just do some different variations, and you're going to start getting articles and information where different dealers are using social media successfully. Again, send that link, print it out, and give it to them. The next thing I want you to do is ask around the dealership. I think you're going to be surprised. You're going to find some people that are actually in sales and possibly even in service that are using social media successfully. Ask them about their successes and then write a quick little paragraph talking about their success and send it to that individual and tell them, say, hey, you should talk to John. He just sold a car off social media. Follow this process and I guarantee you in about 8 weeks, they're going to start coming your way. One of the objections I've heard, and if you've got this objection, I've got an answer, is I don't want to have my people on social media. I don't want them on Facebook writing on a wall or talking. Well, my question to you is that salesperson, are they taking phone calls and are they taking ups on the lot? Well, if you trust them to do those two, you should trust them to use Facebook, because what's going to happen is when you're using Facebook, you can start decreasing your advertising budget, start increasing the quality of the leads. Therefore, you're going to sell more cars with Facebook. There's no reason you shouldn't be using social media. The stats are there, the success is there, but the question is, what is Facebook or what is social media going to be in 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years from now? All I got to say, as far as if I was in radio or TV or newspaper, I would be really scared, because social media is exploding and it hasn't even hit full steam yet. That's this week's tip. Be sure and tune in next week. And if you've got any questions on social media and how to convince those individuals that are non-believers, shoot me an email or write on our wall, and we'll send you even some more little details that you'll like. See you next week.
Thanks for watching Think Tank Tuesday. Tune in next week for more tips in the world of automotive digital marketing from Potrats. To download this podcast or watch previous episodes, search for us on iTunes. To learn more, visit us at ppadv.com.